What up, peeps? Welcome to today's vlog. I feel like I haven't vlogged in so long, but it's only been one day. We took yesterday off, and I uploaded the, 2019 Florida game hunting road trip instead. And that was, I think 7 separate videos, all re-edited, combined into one, and uploaded as one single video. And I think it came out pretty cool. It's like a couple hours long, but I think you guys will enjoy it. So definitely check it out if you have not. But for today, we are still not back at the store. Vancouver was just not prepared for this kind of snow, and a lot of the roads are not iced yet, especially the back roads, neighborhood roads, stuff like that. So we figured there's also no point in really opening for one day just to close Tuesday, Wednesday, because those are the days we're closed anyway. So we were like, okay, we'll just stay closed today on Monday, and then Thursday, hopefully, we'll be able to reopen with normal hours going forward. So that's the plan, and just like yesterday and the day before, we don't really have anything planned to film, so I'm going to have to figure something out, but I did have one little idea of something that might be kind of fun and interesting, hopefully, to watch, so let's get to it. Honestly, not as fun as I was expecting. I was hoping that the pile of snow that I cleared out would be much, much bigger, and we could do something with it, but it's too much work. So I'm done with that for today. So a couple videos ago, I was talking about selling some of my graded games and just other sealed games I have. And I had someone reach out who we've sold some stuff to before, and we actually came to an agreement for the Majora's Mask. So I have to dig that out because we're selling it. And what I wanted to do is, while I'm digging this out, obviously, Zelda, what are you doing? I wanted to grab the other games out of there as well, because I do plan on selling those, and if I'm going to open it up, I might as well get them out now anyway. But what I want to do once we have the store expansion done is sell some graded games at the store. There's one store that does that locally, and they do very well with that. We have a lot of local customers who are into graded games, which I think is kind of cool. They wouldn't always have to be shipped out, but they, of course, would be available on our website as well. And it's not something that, like, we're going to get heavily into. We don't get enough sealed stuff that's even worth grading to like actively have them coming in regularly. And you never know, maybe if we start selling them, more people will notice that we have them, more people will start bringing us that kind of stuff. You never know, but I would like to at least have a few at the store, because we already have that one glass case where we have all of our factory sealed stuff up top. And once we finish up the expansion, we're going to have more glass cases, and I'm going to have stuff more organized and sorted and separated. So my plan is to have an entire glass case for factory sealed stuff. For factory sealed games, factory sealed controllers, whatever it is, we've got a few. It'd be really cool to have all that stuff in one glass case, and maybe on the top 2 shelves, we have all the sealed games. I think it'd be kind of cool. So the Majora's Mask is sold, the rest are not, but I am going to be sending the same guy pictures of the other stuff once I get them pulled out. Maybe he's interested, maybe he's not. Either way, they need to come out, and like I said before, I've got a bunch of other stuff I want to send in to get graded. We've got a bunch of Zelda games for GameCube, some more sealed NES games. I have a sealed case of Donkey Kong Land 3 for Game Boy, and a couple Zelda games for Game Boy. I've got a Pokemon Sapphire that's sealed, and then, of course, the Pokemon box for the GameCube. So that's the plan, and I know you guys love montages. I know you like the music, so here we go. Finally got it out, guys. I can't seem to reach the plug where this thing is plugged in, so I couldn't take this down. It's plugged in like down there somewhere. The cable is super long. I could probably get to it through down there. Oh, it's plugged into a power strip, which is plugged in here, because the Game Crazy sign is also plugged in. So, whew, a lot of moving stuff. Look at the mess I made. All that stuff was either up on top of here or it was like on the floor right here. A bunch of amiibo down there I just don't have room for. Whew, okay, let's grab these games. So I got the majority of the stuff put back. As you can see, there's some new things in the glass case here. I don't really know what I want to display in this glass case, but I'm not really worried about it until we move. So I just put a bunch of big box stuff in there that's been sitting over here. There was a big pile here, some stuff over there. Just not really a lot of room for it. And most of those boxes do not have consoles in them too, so they're not too heavy. That Wii U, the Skylanders one, that's in there, but it's right on the bracket, so I'm not too worried about that. Everything else is really, really light. So I just put them in there to get them out of the way. Other than that, I did hang up some more figures here, as you guys can see. And this is my button or pin collection. I don't really know where to put them. I have this thing, and these are the ones that I haven't taken out yet, but they're all like Pokemon ones, random ones. They do not all fit in there, for one, but I don't know what to do with them, so I'm gonna have to figure something out for the new game room. It'd be cool to just have a spot specifically for them, but yeah, we also, like I said, hung some more figures. We have the Mortal Kombat Shaolin Monks, Onimusha 2, Legend of Dragoon, the Claire, which we have a bunch of at the store, and then all these as well. Got all the Final Fantasy VII ones up here, the Monkey Ball, Crash, the other Mortal Kombat, and I just moved a few other things around. This is something that I really, really like. This is like a little brochure kind of like holder thing, but I have a bunch of different stuff in here. We have these two like postcards, which I got those kind of recently, and then a bunch of little like catalog type things. There's like an N64 one here. We have, here's my Eon ticket, which I honestly did not know was in here. I have this for it, and it's kind of like stuck closed, but it's supposed to be right here. And I'm being 100% honest with you guys. I knew I had this. I did not know that I had the ticket. I thought that I didn't have it. It's supposed to be right in there. The reason that I'm saying that is because we got this one traded in at the store, and I was going to keep it because I was like, oh, I don't have one. So I'll probably sell one of those because they're very expensive. Well, they're not very expensive, but they are expensive for what it is. But that's very cool. Obviously, I'll be keeping that one. And there's like GameCube one, Pokemon Channel with a couple cards in there. Looks like 3 cards. Those are very cool. Have not been taken out, obviously. We have a Game Boy camera one. We have like a Nintendo repair thing. Authorized Nintendo repair. Little catalog brochure thing, whatever you want to call them. There's another GameCube one. There's a PlayStation one. There's an e-reader one. There's this other Nintendo one. That looks like it's GameCube and Game Boy Advance era. And then I just have these Mario Kart 8 stickers in here for Wii U. These probably need to find a new spot. They're kind of getting warped. But yeah, this thing's really cool. I love getting these little, I don't even know what you want to call them. They're like brochures, catalogs, whatever they are. I think that they're really, really cool. And I think that this little holder that I have for them is pretty cool as well. So I'm going to put these back. I'm going to finish up what I'm doing down here. And I'm dying to play some more Story of Seasons. I'm addicted to that game, guys. So I've done a little bit more rearranging here in the back of the game room. And I'm going to show you guys really quick. And then we're going to talk about another bonus video that I'm planning on filming, hopefully tonight. When I moved everything over the other day, we had some empty shelves here. These 3 were empty, minus some Wii games that were down there, which are now right here. And then those were also empty. So I decided to move some stuff over. So this is my entire original Game Boy collection. So this is not Game Boy Color or Game Boy Advance. This is just original Game Boy. There's some pretty cool stuff in here. Nothing like super, super crazy, but finally glad that I got it all kind of out in one spot, because the way that it was before, stuff was a little bit mixed and it wasn't all together. And then over here, I moved all of my DS and newer handheld systems that are Nintendo. So starting here, we have original DS, DS Lite, and then we go DSi, my only DSi XL, and then we have, I actually don't have a single original 3DS. We start with the 3DS XL, and we move over to the new 3DS, and then the 3DS XLs over there. Then we have original 2DSs here, and then 2DS XLs right there. So, pretty cool stuff. Here's the factory sealed Mariners limited edition one. This is a Japanese exclusive color, which is enamel navy. And then, of course, we've got a bunch of different bundles in here. So, cool stuff. Ignore the scratching where Zelda has destroyed the bottom of the shelf. So, all these handhelds and a lot of the Game Boy games used to be over here. So this shelf had all of the handheld consoles on it. They were kind of taken over. They didn't really all fit. So now I have all of the Game Boy Color games. So we have all these. And then these down here as well. The way that this shelf is set up, this cannot be moved. This is like part of the shelf. These shelves can be moved, but unfortunately, there has to be a big gap. I can't really make it any better. I can't fit another row. And then, so that means that all of this now is all Game Boy Advance. The way that it was before, we had original Game Boy up top that would continue to about here, then it was Game Boy Color down to like here, then it was Game Boy Advance, but there were so many games, you might have seen earlier when I was moving stuff, there was like stacks and stacks of games that I couldn't even fit on the shelf, and then in every spot like this, there was like 4 games stacked up on every single one. And then there was 2 giant stacks about this tall off the counter that were just sitting in the chair here. So I moved everything around, made room for those. It also gave me room to put away the rest of the PSP games, which are all down here. I still have this stack of stuff, which I don't really have a good spot for. But, you know, not too big of a deal. But PSP, I was looking at this collection, and, like, we don't really have a focus for PSP. Like, we never go for PSP games. As far as the systems I collect for, it is one of the lowest on my list of what I'm looking for. And what that has resulted in is us having a really, really good PSP collection, because since I'm not really adding a lot of games to my collection, we don't have a lot of filler. We only have a couple sports games, only a couple filler titles. Most of what we have are RPGs or, like, harder to find games. So, like I said, we don't really add games to the collection very often, and we need them for the store. So if we do end up adding games, it's usually stuff like this that you just don't see every day. So I'm very happy with that collection. It is coming along very nicely. So I also have a video idea for another bonus video. And I might be working on this tonight, but I wanted to let you guys know, because it's probably not going to come out, you know, with this video or anything. But my idea is not really a room tour, because I wouldn't be showing the game room, but somebody asked a question, I can't remember who it was, but somebody asked a question the other day in a video that kind of like gave me the idea. But they asked, what is up with this little piece of hair? They asked, like, why don't you count up your games and go for the Guinness World Record? And my reply was basically that I'm nowhere close to the record. I think the record is something like 20,000 games, and I know we don't have anywhere near that, but last time I counted was a long time ago. I have my spreadsheet where I keep track of everything, so it's not too difficult to just go through and add it up in a calculator. Just add up the total for each console, and I can definitely do that, and that's what I'm going to do. So I don't even know what the total is right now, but obviously you guys don't know either, and I thought it'd be fun for a video to go through and just tell you guys exactly how many games I have. And that could just be as simple as saying it in a vlog, which I don't want to do. What I want to do is go through, add everything up. I want to know how many games I have for each individual console as well, and go through the video showing you guys a couple highlights from each from each console for games that we have, like some of the more rare or expensive stuff, and then telling you, for example, like, here's Little Samson and Stack Up and, you know, blah, blah, blah. For the NES, we have 300 NES games, and then go to the next console and just continue on. I want to make it interesting and stuff. I don't want it to just be really quick and fast and just, you know, list some stuff off. I want to show you guys some of the games. I want to go through, tell you guys how many games I have for each console, and then at the very end of the video give you the total number that I have of all games in the collection, because I know it's not a small number, obviously, but the last time I counted was the last time that we did a room tour video, which was a very long time ago now, and I think at that point we were at like 5,700. I'm pretty sure it was in the title of the room tour, which is why I counted, but since then I haven't really had a reason to count them up or add them up. So I thought it'd be fun because I'm curious, and I know some of you guys are as well. Obviously, one person has already asked. So hopefully you guys are interested in seeing that. That'll be coming at some point. Like I said, I'm going to try to work on it tonight. No promises, but it might take a little bit of time to get it all edited because I want to make it high quality. I don't want it to just be like a 2-minute thing where I ramble on really quickly and get through it. I want to make it like a good professional style video. So hopefully you guys are excited. I'm going to get to work on that. Also, I wanted to mention really quick, while I was putting stuff away, I realized there were a bunch of games that I had condition upgrades for, and the other ones were supposed to go to the store, and they never did. And I feel like at least a couple of these had sold, and we obviously couldn't find them, so we issued the buyers refunds. So if that was you, and you were interested in any of these, you can email us, but these are going to be going to the store. Some of these are probably already in the system, so we just have to print tags for them, but some of these, I know, at least the last one I know had sold, and we couldn't find it, obviously, because it was still here. But we have Yu-Gi-Oh! Worldwide Edition, WarioWare Inc., Chronicles of Narnia, Pitfall of Mine Adventure, Iridian 3D, and Castlevania Double Pack. This one I know for sure sold, and we looked for it, couldn't find it, had to send the person a refund, thinking that we had sold it in the store a while ago because we couldn't even really remember it. But turns out it was just both copies were here, and I hadn't put the other one, the old one, away yet, which is right there, Castlevania Double Pack. So if you were a person who had purchased one of these and then got a refund from us, feel free to shoot me an email, doublejumpvideogames@yahoo.com. And then, or otherwise, they will just be going into the system whenever we get around to it. These will probably go into the system the same time that boxed N64 collection goes into the system, because putting in boxed games takes so much time because you have to be a little bit more picky about condition and stuff like that. And obviously pricing them is much different from just pricing a loose cartridge. It takes a lot more research and, looking stuff up on multiple platforms. So, these will be going into the system at some point, but, like I said, I'm not sure exactly when. I just finished all the filming and everything for this bonus video, guys, and I'm just going to tell you right now, this is probably going to be one of the best videos I have ever made. I'm very, very excited about it. Hopefully the editing goes well, and I do think that I will at least start on the editing tonight, but we have tomorrow and the next day to work on it. We're not back at the store until Thursday. But Abby and I did talk about possibly going to the store tomorrow, even though we're supposed to be closed anyway. But we have about 60 orders that we're going to need to ship, and it would be a lot easier if we can get through a lot of those tomorrow rather than going in Thursday morning and doing stuff before we open and then having to work on it all day. So I've been extremely inspired the past couple days to not only work on video stuff, but also to get stuff done at the store, get some more money coming in, build the bank accounts up, and hopefully let them sit there. We have a little bit of a problem, I'm sure you guys have noticed, where we buy a ton of stuff all the time. And that's great because the more we buy, the more we sell kind of thing. But sometimes it gets to a point where we're spending too much and we don't have enough time to get everything we buy into the system. And that's what has happened more recently. That's why we still have that N64 collection sitting upstairs in the entry room, the dining room, whatever you want to call it. That's why we still have stuff sitting in the store that I haven't been able to work on yet because we've been too busy. So, of course, hiring people is going to help with that, definitely. But still, there's only so much we can do in a day. So instead of buying a ton of stuff, what I want to focus on right now is getting the stuff that we've already purchased into the system, get some stuff selling, build the bank account back up, and then go from there. So I've been really inspired to do that, and that is the plan. So tomorrow we're going to try and ship as much as we possibly can, maybe enter in some stuff, who knows. And yeah, we have a ton of stuff coming in the mail as well. I went through all of our emails today, replied to everyone, and unfortunately had to pass on a lot of stuff, trying to just focus on getting like the really, really good stuff right now. So anyone who contacted us with like N64 games or GameCube stuff or like higher end games, of course, I'm trying to get that worked out. I think 4 or 5 deals, which should be coming in, and ended up passing on about the same amount, like 4 or 5 bundles of stuff, which I don't like to do. Typically, I try to just take in everything, but we can only do so much. So we need money for the expansion as well. That's another big reason we need to kind of build stuff up. We are contributing to a portion of the cost of the construction for next door. I don't mind telling you guys, we're contributing $5,000 to that cost, and that's a lot of money. So, and not only do we have to pay that, we also have to pay an extra security deposit. We also, of course, are going to have our rent increase once it's done. We're hiring people, payroll's going to go up. So we really need to make sure that we have some money sitting in the bank to kind of help cover everything. So that's kind of the plan. But like I said, we do have a lot of stuff still coming in the mail. So you're going to have a lot of unboxings coming up. And this bonus video, maybe it'll come out when this video comes out, or maybe it'll come out in a couple days, who knows. Either way, I'm super excited about that, and I'm super excited about the store and just everything that we're working on right now. So I think with all of that said, guys, I'm going to go ahead and end the vlog here. I have no idea how much stuff I have filmed for this video. It could be 8 minutes, it could be 20 minutes, I really don't know. Hopefully it's enough, and hopefully you guys have enjoyed. If you did, please let me know by smacking the like button, leaving a comment down below, and of course subscribing, and we'll see you guys again tomorrow.